so it is Friday night. Ignore my crazy hair. I've been laying on the couch reading, and it is official. I am DNFing How to Experience Death for Beginners. I did mention how the beginning is kind of cheesy and that the characters did seem a lot younger than 17, like they're supposed to be, but that I thought it was still going to go somewhere and I was going to end up enjoying it. But no, it has taken a turn for the worse. It has just gotten worse and worse. Hold on, let me switch over to sitting at my desk where I can put this in its little holder, because that'll be a lot easier to talk to you guys, because I feel like this is going to be a little bit longer than a quick update. So hold on. Okay, so sorry about that. I just feel like this is going to take a lot longer, and then my arm's going to get tired and it's going to be like super shaky. So on to lighter and better things that will hopefully make up for this night, because I'm just so mad right now. I have decided to go ahead and pick up another book since it is Friday night. I have all day tomorrow and then Sunday after work to hopefully read, and I really wanted to read one other book after finishing that, hopefully by the end of the weekend, or at least started, because next week I have to read my book club pick, Legendary. So I wanted to get at least one more done this week so that hopefully I can get all the books done in my monthly TBR. So I think the book that I'm going to pick up to try and read and finish this weekend is Conversion by Katherine Howe. I'm picking this because this is the smallest one of all the books that I have on my TBR. But also on the back, it has a couple little blurbs from some authors. And the things that they say have really intrigued me. Now, I haven't heard of either of these authors. I've never read their books. But from what they've said about this book, I am excited. Even though I don't know them, their words don't mean anything to me really, because I have nothing to go off that they will tell me the truth, or that we have the same kind of feelings for things. It has convinced me to go ahead and pick up this one right now. And we're going to go back downstairs on the couch and we're going to hopefully read this and enjoy this, because I need something that I will actually enjoy. After that book, I'm just like so nervous about the rest of my TBR now, because like, it has just put me like in such a bad mood. So I'm going to go downstairs and read this now. Hey guys, future editing Becky here. So I am editing this week-long vlog, and it is crazy long. It is over an hour right now. I definitely did not think it was going to be this long. I was thinking like maybe 45 minutes tops, and I was going to split it up into 2 parts. But now that it is so long, I feel like 2 parts is still way too long of a vlog. So there is a book that I have DNF'd. And I think what I'm going to do is take out all those parts and make it into its own video. So that is where all of that footage has gone in this video. I think this one is still going to be split up into 2 parts. But to watch all of my angry feels about how to experience death for beginners, please watch that video, which will be put up on my channel after the 2 parts of this week-long one. So I just want to come on here and explain, since once I edit it, it might be a little questionable about where that book went. So yeah, stay tuned and you will see that one, just because I feel like that book I talked about for the majority of this vlog. So yes, hope you enjoy, and I will definitely try to make these much, much shorter in the future. Hey guys, it is Sunday night. It's currently 10:30 at night. I did not update you yesterday or update you again after I DNF'd How to Experience Death for Beginners. So let me update you on what I have read. I decided to pick up Conversion by Katherine Howe. I am currently on page 155. Which is 50 or 45 pages short of being halfway through. So I'm doing pretty good, but I'm not complete. The beginning was a little bit hard to get into. Our chapters, they don't exactly alternate, but it's not like every other chapter is when it alternates. It alternates every once in a while. It is broken up into, I believe, 5 or 6 parts. and then randomly throughout we go back in time during the Salem witch trials, and then what is happening present day. The very beginning of it was a little bit hard to get into, so I was not loving it and I was a little bored by it, and I wasn't really liking the writing style. But finally it started to pick up and get interesting, and now I am starting to like it. I'm not in love with it just yet, but I have decided that I think I'm going to start annotating it. So probably tomorrow is when I will go back through and annotate some of what I have read. This annotating books that are not Harry Potter, I feel like is going to be pretty easy. I don't think they're going to have as many tabs unless it's a book or series that I'm really, really liking or loving. I think this won't be as difficult to go back and tab before continuing on, even though I think I'm going to read some more of this tonight. But yes, I might annotate it tonight. So this will be my very first book to annotate that's not Harry Potter. So last night I did come up with a plan, because how I'm going to annotate non-Harry Potter books is going to be different from those that are Harry Potter books, because they have totally different things that I'm tabbing. Not totally different, but there are some differences. So I think in the near future I am going to make a how I'm annotating and how I'm liking it video, so keep an eye out for that. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to do it, but probably later this month, if not in March. I am starting to finally enjoy this. Not sure yet what, like, I don't have a prediction for the star rating at this point. Right now I'm just finally starting to like it, and it's getting interesting, and I'm happy that I stuck with it and didn't DNF it right away. And then the other book that I read, actually I didn't read this at all yesterday. I only read Conversion yesterday. Didn't read any today, but today I listened to All Rights Reserved while at work today, and I am almost done. I am just like blazing through this. It is so interesting, you guys, and I am on page 346, so I have less than 50 pages left, like maybe 30 pages, and stuff just got crazy interesting. Oh my god, you guys, this book is just crazy. Like, I just could not stop listening to it today. So pretty much majority of my day today was just listening to this. I think out of my 8 hours at work today, I was listening to all of it but 2 hours. So for 6 hours straight, I was listening to this audiobook. It was just so good, you guys. I think I'm going to finish this tonight. So that means, since I'm not going to be able to finish Conversion before the next week starts, I think what I'm going to do, hopefully it works out, is start listening to the audio of Legendary while at work, since All Rights Reserved will be done, and then reading this physically when I get home. I think I will try out the audiobook again. I did try it on Friday night, and it wasn't bad, but I did fall asleep to it like almost immediately, which I don't know if that was just because I was tired or if the audiobook is a little sleep inducing. I may try it out again and see, but I don't know. So that is my new plan. So like I said, tonight I'm going to finish this and then hopefully pick up some more of this. I think I did pretty good this week with reading. I'm making great headway on my monthly TBR, so I think I'm in a good position right now where it can all get done and I will be happy. That is my update for tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and get cozy in bed and finish this and then start reading some more of Conversion and tabbing it. I'm pretty excited to finally annotate something that's not Harry Potter. I'm like nervous but excited at the same time. I think that's it for tonight. I should probably not see you until tomorrow. So I will check back in with you tomorrow and then wrap this up. Yes, that is the plan. So good night. Hey guys, so it is currently Monday morning. It is February 11th and it's about 11 a.m. So let's talk about what I did last night and then we will wrap this week-long reading vlog up. So first thing is I was not able to pick up more of Conversion last night, but I did go ahead and tab it last night. So it does have quite a few tabs just because I feel like there are quite a few plot points hinting at something. I think I know where this book is going to go, and I'm not really liking it, but the way that the book is set up so far, I think it's going to challenge that. So I think where this is going is that the school is going to blame it on sexual promiscuity. I think a former teacher may have something to do with it. That's just the vibes I'm getting off of this. So I don't like where it's going, but so far our main character she's talking about this in the past. So she's talking about these things that have happened. I think by the end maybe it will like be present day and be in the present. But the way that she's talking when some of these things are being brought up, I think it's going to be challenged by maybe her friends, maybe her parents, I don't know. So right now I'm still okay on the path it's going, just because I think these things are going to be challenged in this book, and I'm totally fine when books bring up troublesome topics as long as it is challenged. Like if a book has some anti-feminist things, I'm totally fine if at least, at the bare minimum, our main character is like, that's not okay. Like even if they don't really actively do anything, if they just say internally, that's not okay, I have a problem with that, I don't like them, then I'm fine. Like I said, I didn't read anymore, so I still am on page 155, and I am hoping to annotate while reading it, just because I feel like I just have so many tabs, but now that I kind of see where things are going, I tabbed things that I might not have saw as foreshadowing, but now going back, I do. So that's the only problem with annotating after the fact. And then last night I did finish All Rights Reserved. My original plan was to finish this up and then read some of Conversion, but lately I've been going through these bouts of insomnia. 1 minute I am dead on my feet, and the next minute I am just completely wide awake and cannot fall asleep at all to save my life, which is funny because the night before I also dealt with a bout of insomnia, and I got like maybe 2 hours tops before going to work in the morning, and then didn't take any naps, nothing, was dead on my feet, and then all of a sudden couldn't go to sleep again. So my original plan was to finish this and read some of Conversion, but I was watching some booktube videos beforehand, got extremely tired, so I put my books away, and then all of a sudden as I was falling asleep, just completely woke up wide awake, couldn't get to sleep at all. So I decided to go ahead and put in my headphones and listen to the last 30 pages or so of the audiobook and finish it. I didn't even pick up Conversion just because I needed to force myself to just go to sleep. So that was not touched. But this was finished, and wow, we will talk about it in a second. So now let's go ahead and wrap this up and do a recap of what I have read this week, what I still need to read, and my thoughts on everything. So the very first book that I finished this week was Narwhal, Unicorn of the Sea by Ben Clanton. This is a juvenile graphic novel that I did finish earlier in the week. I did end up giving this book 3 out of 5 stars. It was cute, but it just wasn't amazing, and it could just be because I'm an adult. The next book that I have finished is All Rights Reserved. Right back to this guy by Gregory Scott Katsoulis. So I'm having mixed feelings on what I should rate this. I don't know if it's a 4 or a 5 star. I really want to give it 5 stars just because I was so consumed and sucked in by this story. The world building was excellent. The writing style was excellent. I was just completely enamored by this book and couldn't put it down anytime I picked it up. I was always wanting to pick it up, and it had real world consequences, some permanent consequences. Something happens at the end that just comes out of nowhere, and I still cannot believe that it happened, and I'm still like hoping like somehow that didn't really happen. Like, it didn't happen, but it did, and I want to give this 5 stars, but at the same time I do have just 2 little problems with it. The first one being, when thinking of this book and its ending, I think of The Hunger Games. And I'm going to try and not give any spoilers or anything, but what I will say is that just like how the Hunger Games series ends, where it's on like a depressing note, that is how this book ends as well. It ends as like everything's okay, but this is the real world, so there's no sunshine and rainbows. And when I finished the Hunger Games, I was just like, seriously, like after all that we've been through, I really wanted a sunshine and rainbows type of ending. And it was the same thing with this. I wanted everything to be okay-ish at least, but what permanent thing does happen at the end just like really broke me. And I feel like I'm like getting choked up about it. I do not want to cry in my video. It did have a very tragic thing happen in the ending. There was no sunshine and rainbows at the end of this, so I feel like I want to give it 4 stars just because I was kind of let down in the end, but the book was amazing. So I think it might just kind of be like my mental state right now. Like I'm in kind of like a blasé mood. I really, really am in the mood to pick up a super cute romancy contemporary right now. So that's the mood I'm in right now, and I have none of those books on this month's TBR, so I'm not going to be able to pick that up until either the end of the month or March. That's what I'm in the mood for, and this book is not that at all. So I feel like maybe I'm disappointed and kind of grumpy over it because I just wasn't in the mood for this kind of ending. I wanted a sunshine, rainbows, glitter ending, and I didn't get that. So I think that is why my brain is like, but maybe it's a 4-star. Is it a 5-star? I think it might be. I think I'm going to go ahead and give this 5 stars just because I loved it. I really, really loved it. I did say that I had 2 problems with it. So the first problem was that I'm not in the headspace for this type of ending. But the second thing that I didn't really like is with our character, she doesn't like the things that are going on. She wants them to change, but she honestly has no hope of them ever changing. She really doesn't see any sort of future. She thinks this is just how it's going to be because she's never known anything else. And there really isn't anybody even alive who knew what it was like in America back then when your words were free. So it's not even kind of like an idea of how we can go back to that. So when she starts this revolution, she's really not on board for it, and honestly she even like says like, I'm not doing this in order to cause some kind of movement. I'm not doing this to save the world. I'm literally just doing this because I am traumatized, I am depressed, and I'm trying to figure out how to save my family. Like our main character is super unselfish but selfish in the same way. Like all she cares about is her family. She wants to save her family, get her parents back, and be reunited. And honestly, that would be her happy ending, not disrupting the government. That is not her happy ending. So she is super unselfish in the fact that she cares about her family and wants the best for them, but super selfish in the fact that she has the power to help change the entire world, possibly, but all she cares about is just, like, I'm just here to save my family, and then when that's done, like, I'm taking a step back. I have nothing to do with what's going on. I have nothing to do with this anarchy at all. So that was the other like kind of problem that I had, is that we had this giant revolution going on. And I'm not saying that she's wrong. Like, I totally get it. I can't start a revolution. We've already talked. If there's some sort of apocalypse, I'm out. Some sort of like revolution, like I'm all for it, but like don't make me the poster child of it. Like that's kind of how our main character is, and I think why I identified with her so well. But there is also that fact too. So I had this little voice in the back of my head like, is it a 5-star? Are you sure? But I think it is. I think we're giving this 5 stars, people. We are giving this book 5 stars. It's official. It's done. 5 stars. Moving on. So the first one that I do need to finish up is Moonstruck by Grace Ellis and Shay Beagle. I am 40% of the way through this graphic novel comic. I honestly don't know quite exactly what the difference is. I'm pretty sure this is considered a comic due to its size and how it is displayed. I'll do some more info. I'm very new to the whole graphic novel comic scene, so pretty sure it's a comic. I do need to finish this one up, and honestly it'll only take me a couple hours. And then I do also need to finish up Conversion. My plan is to finish it this week while reading Legendary. So guys, that is everything that I have for you. I hope this wasn't too long. I hope you guys excuse my rant and understand where I'm coming from on how to experience stuff for beginners. It was just so bad. But alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that if you did, that you will give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified as soon as they go up, go ahead and also click the notification bell. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!